table is made up of rows and columns. So this table has 2 rows. So this is the row for apple juice. That means all these numbers here go to apple juice. Second row, all these numbers belong to grape juice. So to read the table, this number right here means 6 cups of apple juice. Okay, so what do we want to do with this table? We want to, the table is proportional, so we want to fill in the blanks and also write the relationship of the proportional relationship in the form y equals kx to model this table. So bottom line, when you see a table, the numbers will appear to have a pattern. But if it is a table for a proportion, quickly go to where you have a number for both variables. Like right here, we have a number for apple juice and we have a number for grape juice. These 2 numbers will help us to determine what numbers we put in the other places on the table. So these 2 numbers will tell us which numbers are missing. How would they tell us? We are going to use these 2 numbers to calculate a constant that is called the constant of proportionality. You are going to choose a direction. Do you want to go from 4 to 6? Okay, put an arrow. I want to go from 4 to 6, so I want to do a ratio. I want to get the ratio of apple juice over grape. So that ratio says 6 apple over 4 grape. This is a fraction which you can simplify or even write it as a decimal. Whatever it is, then you could write this as 3 over 2 if you decide to keep it as a fraction, or you could write it as 1.5 if you use decimals. That said, that is the number that will help you to find the missing numbers on the table. So this number is telling you that for you to go from 4 to 6, you need to multiply by 1.5. So find out if it is working. Get a calculator. 4 times 1.5, boom, 6. Okay, there is a reverse direction. If you decide to go from 6 to 4, do the reverse of this multiplication here. So you would divide by 1.5 if you decide to go from 6 to 4. 6 divided by 1.5. Calculator, 6 divided by 1.5. Boom, 4. So this number is very important and it will be used to find the missing values on this table. So that ratio is also called the constant of proportionality. Okay, now that we know what the constant of proportionality is, we can now go from 2, and we can tell what number is sitting there by multiplying 2 by 1.5. We can go from 16 and tell what number should sit there by multiplying 16 by 1.5. Okay, here at the top, we have the numbers given, but we don't know this one, so we do the reverse direction. If we are going down, then we divide 15 by 1.5. If we are going the opposite direction, we divide 20 by 1.5. Okay? So this is the time to use the calculator and get the missing numbers. So there we go. 2 times 1.5 should give us whatever needs to be sitting in there. So 2 times 1.5, 3. So 3 is the number that should be here. So this is saying that if I am mixing that punch and I only want 2 cups of grape juice, then I will be needing 3 cups of apple juice. Okay. Now if I have 15 cups of apple juice, how much of the grape juice will I need? 15 divided by 1.5. Let's go. I will need 10 cups of grape juice. If I have 16 cups of grape juice, how much apple juice will I need? How many cups of apple juice will I need? 16 times 1.5. 16 times 1.5. So that number, which is called a constant of proportionality, is helping out. I will need 24 the apple juice. Okay? So key takeaways. Summary. First, calculate the constant of proportionality. In this case, our constant of proportion was calculated using, we have 2 numbers that were given, 6 divided by 4, that was 1.5. So we can use this constant of proportionality to write the equation y equals k times x. Okay, this k is that constant of proportionality 1.5. So x in this case is the grape. We multiply 2 by 1.5 to get that. So grape multiplies by k to get what? Apple juice. Okay, so the y in this case is the apple and the x is the grape juice. So the equation is y equals 1.5x. And we know what x is, cups of grape juice, and y is cups of apple juice. All right, now if you decided to calculate your k, if you said k equals 4 over 6, you are still correct, but that you are now going from grape juice to apple juice. Okay, so this is grape over apple. Okay, so your equation will be grape is equal to 4 over 6 of what? Apple. Okay, and if you want to write it as y equals, then it will be y equals, and you can simplify that to 2/3. Y equals 2/3 x. Okay, and in this case your x is now apple and your y is grape. But guess what has happened? Your constant of proportionality has inverted. Your constant of proportionality has become the reciprocal. Remember, your constant of proportionality when you are going from apple to grape was 3 over 2. If you are going from grape to apple, it's the reciprocal. Okay, it becomes 2 over 3. Okay, that's just to let you know that your constant of proportionality depends on how you set up the equation.